SOVT stands for semi-occluded vocal tract exercise, SOVT. The concept here is that these exercises create back pressure. So more air is basically coming up than is actually allowed to come out, but there has to be some form of resistance. And what that resistance does is that it initiates gentle compression, which will help to hold the vocal cords together as you're singing throughout your range. One of the easiest exercises to demonstrate semi-occlusion is the lip rolls. You can also refer to these as lip trills, tongue trills, or even raspberries. And so all of those sounds are these. If you got a lip roll, you got the lip trill is the same thing, it's just another word. The tongue trill is the like rolling your R's, sort of like a pirate. And then the raspberries, which are actually the hardest for me, are where you stick your tongue out between your lips and you say, those are the hardest ones for me to get going. And the point of these, like I said, is that it's going to help to create that resistance of compression. And the reason we want that is because it builds connection throughout our entire range. A lot of times we experience the voice breaking or cracking, and these lip rolls are helpful for getting your voice to learn the skill of staying connected, to staying glued together as we're singing. Now, they're really good for range extension as well. They're helpful for getting your voice to warm up fast with very little resistance. And they can help you to teach your voice somewhat subconsciously how to thin out the vocal muscle, which is necessary to sing higher pitches. So as you're ascending up through the piano, up through your range, your cords are really, really good at thinning out in this context. One of my favorite ways to use an SOVT is in a lip roll exercise. I like to take my fingers and lift my cheeks straight up. I'm not squishing in, I'm not stretching back. I'm just gently lifting the cheek weight up so that my mouth can relax and my muscles don't get tight. I like to do this sound on a long Rossini scale pattern that goes like this. Because I do need two hands to play it, I'm not going to hold my lips up, but I would encourage you to. It's all about finding the sweet spot, so don't be alarmed if it takes some time to get the roll initiated and consistent. Also, feel free to try the tongue trill or the raspberry to help with that consistency. And usually the lip roll breaks down because either we lack consistent airflow, especially on the way back down, or our mouth gets kind of tight. So if you use the hands to lift it up, you're going to help yourself moderate your airflow and stay relaxed. So here we go. If at any point the exercise goes outside of your range of motion that allows you to stay relaxed and you start to push, then all I want you to do is drop an octave and keep going. Back down. So you might be down here. See, I dropped the octave. Feel free to do that if you need to. Never try to push your range higher than it wants to go. You can always troubleshoot range extension and work on release, but you never want to force it to go anywhere against its will.